Da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. Yeah, I can lead the band. This is something I'm going to put next to the driveway so that I can see where the edge of the driveway is and I don't go off in the grass. Also, it has a solar thing on top. And it also blinks if you put it on the other. But I'm not going to have it on blink. So that goes in the ground tomorrow. Also tomorrow I plan on putting on a new rubber thing on my brake pedal. The other rubber thing is worn through. And repairing a water pipe. Damn it. There's flies. Little tiny triangular shaped flies. Flies are the devil's children. Anyway. Knock it off, fly. Go elsewhere. Don't land on my tongue. So I ran some errands today, and then yesterday I took the car in for its inspection every 2 years, unless you choose to do it every year, but who would, right? Every other year. It's an odd numbered car. Mine's a 1997, so my inspection are on odd number years, and I usually do it for 2 years, and I get a license tag for 2 years. A little sticker you put on your license plate. It's got a color to it and a number of the year. The number will be 19, and I don't know what color, red or yellow or something, I don't remember. But anyway, I took it in, $36 for a state inspection and emissions test. And then they tell you if it passed or not. If it passes, you get paperwork like this. And you take it into your DMV, your Department of Motor Vehicles, with proof of your car insurance and money for the license tag. But it didn't pass. They said the wipers were torn and they wanted to replace them. And they quoted me a price and it was not too bad. So I said, okay, go ahead. But then they waited. I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. And they pulled the car around, and I thought, oh, good. Seems good to me. Everything seems like it's going well. Then the guy says, oh, let me work up your paperwork. And then he disappears in the back for a while, and then he comes out front, and some guy goes in the car and takes it back around to the garage. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Then they bring it back out and work up the paperwork. And I'm looking at him like, what's going on? And he said, well, because you had to wait so long, we'll give you the windshield wipers for free. Okay, what's wrong, That doesn't sound good. And he said, well, your brake pads are really thin and your rotors need to be turned. He worked up an estimate of $250. For people that don't know what a brake pad and rotor and all that is, I made a little hand drawing of my car. See, here's the back end, the brake light. Here's the tire I took off, the jack stand it's sitting on. This part that have the bolts coming out through it is this part that looks like a big disc. That's the rotor. And this little thing that looks like a caterpillar sitting on the side, that holds the brake discs. There's two for each wheel, for each disc brake. An inner one and an outer one. So I ran the numbers and looked online, and the brake pad kit is $22 for all four, and each rotor is $37. So that runs probably close to $100, which is $150 less than having these guys work on it. So I thought, well, my brother Richard seems to think we can do it ourselves. Do you think I can do it? I know how you're supposed to do it. I've seen it done on YouTube, and I know I've seen it done before. I think I helped Scott with his 3 or 4 years ago. So we're going to attempt that maybe this week, maybe next week. It depends on the weather and it depends on the guys fixing the roads around here. Right now they have some open spots on my mom's road and it's precarious to drive down the street, but it's been raining, so they haven't been able to do concrete. Don't know what's going to happen. I don't know when they're going to end up blocking Mom's driveway, because they have a big open flat space behind their house, and Richard's got jack stands and all kinds of nifty stuff. So I'll take it over there. We'll do it. I have a piston compression tool to ease putting the brake pad thingy back on. All we'll be seeing when it happens. So we're trying to figure out when to do that. Yeah. Anything else important? Not really. I'm just trying to get some stuff done. I am still working on the Ren Fair thing because I want to do a good job. I still haven't put together Brian's friend's wedding pictures and stuff because I want to do a good job. So I have to figure out the best editing and music and all that I can do. I'm still working on how to put the music to it, or how to store it in my computer and then put the music to it. Since YouTube Editor closed shop, I'm having a heck of a time. And it'll say, well, you can do this and you can put it to an MP3, but you've got to put this new program on and your flash drive's not good enough and this and that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm pretty leery about that. I don't want to start messing up my computer. So it's something that I really have to think hard about. And this brain is, I don't know where he went. He's on vacation. So I have to have him come back home. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah. Upward and onward.